Hey everyone, it's Valerie. So I am so excited to be doing this video with you guys today. I am not kidding when I say I've been waiting over a month because this video is going to be all about the seeds that I ordered and am planting this year. I really hope the camera does not go in and out of focus this entire time. I've had issues with that in the past and I kind of seen it doing it right now. So I apologize if I'm out of focus sometimes. I can't tell because I don't have one of those side lenses where you can, or yeah, side screens that you can flip out and see what's recording. I don't have that. So I'm just hoping that this video goes well. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm going to call this channel. I don't really consider us homesteaders. I don't consider us professional gardeners. I just put in my first real vegetable garden last year and I made a lot of mistakes. So over the winter this year I've done a ton of research and I'm hoping to plant efficiently and have the quantity that we need for some things for the entire year. I know that we live in a city, so I think our entire yard or land is half an acre. And I honestly just have one vegetable garden right now, and I'm putting in kind of a second one this spring, which I did a video previously about how I'm prepping that area for the new vegetable garden. This year I am really focusing on succession planting. So essentially I'll plant things in the spring and I'll have things, all other plants already sprouting, or I'll start seeds inside to transplant outdoors when that first crop is about done. And I might even interplant some things, such as I'm planning on planting some radishes and carrots sort of amongst each other. The radishes first, hopefully they'll be done in a month and a half or so, and then as the radishes are finishing up I'll start planting carrots in between the radishes, so then the carrots will already be starting to grow as I'm pulling out the radishes. We'll see how it goes though. Not sure if it'll work or not. This year's all about educated planting rather than last year was uneducated planting and a lot of mistakes. So without further ado, I will show you what I'm planting in my garden this year. Okay, so first off, these are the seeds that I have either left over from last year, or I ordered a few sort of in the fall, not thinking because I hadn't started researching and I don't even know if these seeds will be good this year. Most of them were tested in 2019, so I think they should still be fine. But yeah, we'll see. Others, I don't even know if I'm going to plant. I'll get into that in a minute. But, so let's first just start going down the list of the seeds that I got last year / over the fall, and then I will open my seed packets, or yeah, not my seed packets. I'll open my seed packages that I got in the mail from a few vendors, and I'll let you know who they are and all that kind of stuff. So I guess we can start with one of them right now because I bought a lot of seeds from Urban Farmer, and it is a seed company located in Westfield, Indiana. I try to buy seeds from an area that is nearby me because I know that they have tested these seeds outdoors in a location right by me. I think it's seriously like 20-30 minutes away from us. So this is a really good spot for me to get seeds because it even has the germination rate on it. And most of their germination rates are 90% and above, which means that they have a lot of success with these particular seeds in our area. So without further ado, I am planning on growing a lot of beans this year, And this first packet is Kentucky Wonder 125 bush bean. So there is a Kentucky Wonder pole bean, but this specific kind has been modified, I believe, to be a bush bean. So there is Kentucky Wonder 125. And I'll be planting this in the summer. Then I have Scarlet, some people say Scarlet Nance. I pronounce them Scarlet Nantes carrots. Not sure how you actually pronounce them, but I'm hoping to grow some carrots this spring and possibly in the fall as well. Next is celery. We use so much celery in our house, whether it be soups or just eating it as snacks or combining it in other meals. So I wanted to try to grow some celery this year. And this is tall Utah celery. It's our organic seed. I'm going to grow this in the spring. I'll probably grow it in the fall as well. I've heard that celery is kind of difficult to grow, so we'll see how it goes. So this next seed I'm especially excited about because it's edamame. We love edamame at our house. We always have some in the freezer, and it will be wonderful to have some fresh. And this is the Midori Giant Edamame. It's an organic seed. And these grow into bushes as well, so I'm planning on planting them kind of in the same half bed area as the Kentucky Wonder bush seeds. This one, as you can see, I've written a bunch of information on it. I'll be starting this indoors and transplanting it outside this spring. It's Bistro Blend lettuce, and yeah, it's just kind of a mix. Okay, so this is a all-season romaine blend lettuce, and I picked the seed packet up at Lowe's last year. It's from Burpee, which is a pretty well-known seed company throughout, at least in the Midwest that I know of. I planted this last year, and it was like very successful. I had good germination rates. I planted it directly into the ground, and I had lettuce that lasted through a light frost, and after that it was kind of done, but it lasted all the way until the end of October for me. So I'm hoping to do some this spring, and maybe if I have leftovers, then I'll do some in the fall too. Okay, I have these alphabetical right now, so that's why I'm doing the order that I am. But this is a red Creole onion. I have tried doing onion sets in the past. I haven't been very successful with them, so I'm going to try to do a seed this year. So I'll plant these close together, and then once they get big enough to be sort of bunching onions, then I'll thin them out so that the onion bulb will have a bigger area to grow, and then I can also get bunching onions. Because there are 250 seeds in here, I do not have nearly the enough space to plant 250 onions. So I'll do bunching onions and then thin them out to have red onions. Okay, so these are Fairy Morse Sugar Snap peas. I planted these last year at the wrong time, holy smokes, and they still came up, and I got the most delicious Sugar Snap peas, and I don't even think any made it inside. I think I maybe got 10 inside because I just went out every single day and plucked these right off the vines and ate them fresh because they were just so good. So I have these, a few more left, and I'll plant these in the spring as well. Okay, so I have some leftover sweet Burpee sweet pepper California Wonder peppers. I failed miserably last year at starting these indoors and transplanting them out because I had no idea what I was doing. I'm going to try to give these another go, but I believe I also bought some other just large bell peppers too from a different seed company to try to grow. I think I got two peppers off of the 3 different plants that made it out to the garden. Basically, I just made a lot of mistakes last year with starting the seeds indoors. I had no idea what I was doing. My cat ended up sitting on my little like greenhouse box that I had all my seedlings popping up in, and she smashed all of them, and those poor seedlings just never really had a chance. So with that said, I might try these again this year. I think I will, but I do have other options. I'll probably start some of the other bell peppers that I got and these and just see which ones do better. Okay, next is the Burpee Spinach Salad Sensation Hybrid. I had so much spinach coming out of these seeds. I direct sowed them in the spring. I got so much spinach. Direct sowed them in the fall. I had spinach after a hard frost. It was still good, and we had spinach till like November last year. So this was a really good variety, and I had an extra pack, so I'm gonna try to plant it again this spring. Okay, so this is kind of a fall crop, summer slash fall, but it's the Waltham butternut squash. We really like butternut squash. It's hard for us to find them indoors or like at grocery stores. I've seen a few now, but when you want to eat them, like in the fall slash December time, I haven't been able to find any. So we're gonna plant these, and hopefully we'll get some squash this fall. All right, so I've got 2. This is a dark green squash, and then this is Ford Hook zucchini summer squash. They're both green zucchini squash, whatever you want to call it. They're the same thing to me, just different variety. And these did well. Also, I started these indoors and I failed miserably. Then I just planted some, seriously, like the beginning of August in a container, and I got quite a few squash off of it by the time we got our first frost. So I will probably do one or a few more of these and then try the Urban Farmer dark green squash, maybe do a few of these as well. Then I got the Golden Zebra squash. So this is a yellow squash. I don't know, we just really like squash to do like barbecue with, or to put in salads, to cook with other vegetables in the oven. They're just so versatile and absolutely delicious, fresh or cooked or barbecued. So hopefully we will have lots of different types of squash this summer. Okay, then we get into tomatoes. So I also started tomato plants indoors last year and failed miserably at it, but somehow they still provided, I would say, the best that I could have hoped for. And those were, I planted these, this is also a Burpee seed, it's an organic seed, a sweetie cherry tomato. And they were quite delicious. We just went out there and ate them right off the stem as well. The other tomato that we did last year was the Queen of Hearts hybrid, and they produced quite a few tomatoes, even though I totally shocked the seedling and didn't provide it enough room to grow indoors. They actually still produced some. So with that said though, I like to experiment. So I'm trying some different tomatoes this year as well. I might grow a few of these, but I'm going to focus on the ones that I got from Urban Farmer this year. Ones that I got from Urban Farmer, I got 2 types of cherry tomatoes. The first is the Juliet cherry tomato. I've heard very good things about these. Dave, my fiance, and I both love the yellow cherry tomatoes. So we got the sun sugar tomato. We like making different dishes to put on top of tacos or, I don't know, in salads as well. So I'm excited to try these. And then I am hoping to make pasta sauce and possibly some like pizza sauce or tomato paste this year. So I got the Napoli Roma tomato. These are a type of paste tomato that you can use. I know that everyone says to do Amish paste, but I also like just fresh Roma tomatoes. So I was hoping to try to do both, like fresh and canning tomatoes. This was an option for us, so we'll see how it goes. But it's my first year doing that too. Everything is new. Everything is an experiment this year, so I don't know how it'll go. I don't know how successful we will be, but we're trying. Okay, and then this isn't a vegetable, but our landscaping I've been trying to redo over the last year or two, and it's just really lagging in some spots. We just need something new, so I am planting a bunch of different types of flowers and shrubs around our landscape this year, and I'm trying to start a lot of them from seed. So we are going to be doing magic fountains, delphiniums in part of our garden this year, and I do not know, I have not researched yet how we need to start our flowers, but I will be doing that very soon, figuring out if we need to start seeds indoors, if we can just direct sow them. But I'm hoping this will give us some color around our house. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to open the Urban Farmer packs, and then my remainder Urban Farmer packs, and then I also got seeds from Baker Creek, which is located in Missouri. Yeah, it's located in Missouri. And I've just heard very good things about them too. And they're located in the Midwest, so it kind of fits our area. It's not the same exact, but I've heard people growing Baker Creek seeds all around the United States and having success with them. So I will finish the Urban Farmer and then go with the Baker Creek. Now this one I've already opened because I actually picked it up. I didn't want to pay shipping because I'm cheap like that sometimes. And so I just bought these seeds and picked them up at Urban Farmer. So let's see here. And there's a mix. I've already looked through these, my bad, but I was just so excited I couldn't help myself. It wasn't even like sealed. So I just wanted to do that. Okay, so I have so many seeds over here, and I'm pretty sure people are gonna think I'm ridiculous for planting all these, and I probably am, especially for how little space we have, but you know what? We're gonna try it. Okay, so first I have here this Wando pea. It was just highly rated. I've seen it, other people grow it before. So we will be doing some of these this spring. Next, I bought more Sugar Sprint peas. Between this, the Sugar Sprint and the Wando, I'm going to be doing peas both in the spring and the fall. So I might save the Wando for the fall. We'll see. I'm not sure just yet, but I do want to, I'll plant a few peas this spring, but the majority of them will be planted in the fall. Then we have this candy onion, which is a yellow onion. Once again, I'm going to do the same thing as the red Creole onions. I'm going to plant them close together, then thin them out to be bunching onions, and this will give the bulb more space to grow later on. Going along with onions, I also bought some Walla Walla sweet onion seeds. I've heard these have a very good flavor. They don't have as long of a shelf life as the candy onions do, so we'll probably plant these, thin them out. When we harvest them, use these first, and then start working on our other onions. I can't remember. I think these will last like a month or two, but then the candy will last 4 months, I believe, if you braid them and hang them up. So I'll have to look at that again, but yeah, we're gonna try some Walla Walla onions as well. All right, next, so we are going, oh, this is open. I hope I didn't spill any. So these are Easter egg radishes. We're gonna plant some radishes this spring. We don't eat a ton of radishes, but we're also modifying our diets to eat more vegetables at home. We just need to be healthier, guys. I don't even know what has happened the last year or two. We've been doing easy stuff rather than healthy things, but we really want to introduce more vegetables in our diets, because let me tell you, we definitely need them. So we are planting some Easter egg radishes this spring, and I'm excited about these because I've seen pictures of them and it's different varieties of radishes, so hopefully they'll all be finished at the same time, but you just pull them up and they're all different pinks and reds and whites and yellows, and I think it just looks so pretty. So we're gonna try these Easter egg radishes. All right, also this spring we're gonna be planting a few Tom Thumb lettuce. I've heard these are great for just the perfect personal salad. So just growing it, cutting it, and you basically have all the salad you need for a personal salad in your hands, fresh from the garden. That just sounds so good to me. So we're gonna try some Tom Thumb lettuce as well. Also this spring, we are going to be attempting to grow some broccoli. Now, last year I also failed miserably at growing broccoli, which I heard it's kind of a difficult crop to grow to begin with, so that makes me feel a little bit better, but I totally grew it wrong from the beginning. I direct sowed these. Wow, what a mistake that was. So I'm going to be starting these indoors this season, and hopefully I'll have fewer issues with pests. I'm pretty sure I planted some in the fall, and within a week and a half or so, we've got bunnies that go around our yard, and I'm pretty sure the bunnies just ate the tops off of all of them. So I'll be doing row covers with these too to kind of help not only with bunnies, but birds and pests, and also just getting them in the ground a little bit sooner with the row covers. So they have a better chance of surviving. Okay, now I was so torn on getting Brussels sprouts. We love Brussels sprouts, but I don't think I'm gonna try to grow these until the fall because we don't have room. With that said, I got the Long Island Brussels sprouts. Oh, I didn't even say what type of broccoli I got. We got premium crop broccoli, so hopefully this will do well this season. The Long Island Brussels sprout, there weren't very many options that Urban Farmer offered for Brussels sprouts, and neither did Baker Creek, so I just kind of did a little bit of research, and I can't remember why I bought this kind, but I'm sure it has to do with success rate and with flavor. So I decided to do some runner beans this summer too, so I chose top crop bean. Then I don't remember ordering this. I guess I did order this. I can't remember what this pepper looks like. It's a sweet pickle pepper. I'm pretty certain that it is a snack pepper, just like a lunchbox pepper that has a bunch of different colors in it. So I'm excited to grow this. Alrighty, then some other peppers I'm growing are this Emerald Giant green pepper, and this pepper will turn red if you let it sit long enough. So I'm hoping to get both green and red peppers off of this. It has a pretty good germination rate and success rate. I've heard good things about this variety, so that's why I got it. Then I have the yellow monster pepper, which ultimately is another large bell pepper that turns yellow. So we'll have these for like fajitas and all other kind of things. So because I am growing tomatoes for pasta sauce, I'm also going to be growing some herbs to help make the pasta sauce they can, and just some other herbs for the flower gardens too. First I have French thyme, so we'll use this for the pasta sauce. Then I have ducat, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, dill. And I know that dill will self-seed itself everywhere, so we're going to try to get out of the garden this year before it seeds itself. And it is also going to be grown on the side of the house where the direction that the wind typically blows, it will not blow seeds into our other garden beds. Then I have some Vera lavender, and this is going to be just for our flower gardens. We put a bunch of new gardens in or extended our existing ones last year, so this will just be a nice plant to have in our flower beds. Then I have some sweet Genovese organic basil, also for the pasta sauce. So we'll have this. Then I am very excited to have chives. I know they seed themselves everywhere, so we're going to grow this in a container. But these are standard chives. I love putting chives on our potatoes or in salads or just on any dish, to be honest. So I'm really happy to have these fresh out of the garden. Alrighty, so I believe that was all of the Urban Farmer seeds. There's a lot. So now we will start with the Baker Creek seeds. Okay, so without further ado, let's open the Baker Creek seeds. I'm excited about these because 1, they provide free shipping, 2, their packaging is awesome, and 3, they provide you with kind of a mystery seed packet in these with each order. And I promise I wasn't trying to take advantage of that. The reason why I have 4 packages is because I first just started out with just vegetables, then I was like, well, I kind of need this as well. And then I was like, I kind of want to plant flowers and start flowers from seed this year. And then the last package was, oh crap, I forgot this and that. So that's why I have 4 packages. But I'm excited for the mystery seeds. Alrighty, so let's just get right into it. I'll open this one first. Dun, 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 dun. Receipt. Okay, so it looks like these are the ones. Oh yeah, I'm so excited for some of these. So these are the Baker Creek Marigold Petite Mix. I'm going to be planting these around the tomatoes and just kind of all around our property to encourage butterflies and honeybees to come. I'm pretty sure our neighbor across the street actually has a bunch of beehives, so they can all come to our property to eat and feed themselves, and then in return they will feed us. So awesome. Then I am so excited to try these. So these are Aunt Molly's ground cherries, and they are just these yellow little cherries that kind of come in, that grow like in a packaging or like a shell that tomatillos almost grow in. Very similar, and they kind of just spread themselves all on the ground. So I'm using not only this as ground cover in a lot of our flower beds, but also I am 90% sure that we had these when we went to Belgium, and they were just kind of in a mix of cheeses and meats that we had ordered. We were at this monastery in Belgium where they brew the best beer in the entire world. It's the most sought after beer in the entire world, and we had ordered, that's a whole nother story in itself, but we had ordered a cheese and meat board to go along with it, and they had these little yellow fruits in them, and they were so good, but we had no idea what they were. And then I saw these, and the description of them was very similar to what we had tasted, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to see if this is what it is, because it was seriously one of the best vegetables, fruits, whatever it was, that I had ever tasted in my entire life. So I'm so excited to try these. This is a Polish heirloom. It's very sweet with a hint of tartness, and that is definitely what I remember from what we tried in Belgium. So I'm excited to see if these are what they were. Okay, and then dun dun dun, the mystery seed for this one is a dark purple opal basil. Interesting. Okay. Well, cool. So I guess I'm going to be planting some purple basil as well. This actually might look very good in the flower gardens as well. This one I'm pretty sure was the last minute, oh crap, I forgot to order this. Or maybe that was, actually it might have been the other one. So this one, oh yeah, okay, so the last one was the oh crap one. So I've got 3 seeds here. First is this, oh wait, I was like, what is this? It's the free one, it's the surprise one. So this is Merveille des Quatre Saisons. This is definitely, looks Spanish maybe, but it is a lettuce. It says a pre-1885 French heirloom, crisp and tender, fine flavor, red blushed leaves. Ooh, this actually looks really good. Sow in a thick band for baby greens or a space farther apart for head lettuce. Best grown as a spring or fall crop in most areas. Sweet. So I can add this to the types. It looks like it's a head lettuce. Oh yeah, head lettuce, duh. So I will probably do a few of these in some containers, or maybe I'll just put them in as like landscaping for the fall and then actually eat them. Not sure yet, but we will definitely make room in our garden for some of these. Alrighty, and then the 2 that we ordered mainly was the orange bell pepper, because I just love orange bell peppers as well. All bell peppers I love, but I don't know why, I just really like the flavor of orange bell peppers. So this is literally just orange bell pepper. And so we'll be planting those with our other peppers. And then this is also an herb. It's an edible herb. It's called feverfew white stars. I got this mainly for the flower and for ground cover. It's a perennial, so it will come back, which is really nice. I'm hoping it doesn't take over all of the new beds that I planted, because that's where I'm going to be planting them. Just to cut, our grass is kind of weedy, so I was hoping to plant something that has ground cover to prevent weeds from growing in our new beds, and that's what this is for. And they're just these cute little yellow and like palish yellow leaves sticking out that I think will look very dainty with our other flowers that we have in those gardens this year. Okay, now for the big packages. Okay, so first I got Stuttgarter onions. This is a white onion. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be planting these in, oh wait, I'm sorry. This is a yellow onion, my fault. I'll be planting these in the fall. When we have more room, I'll do, once again, bunching onions and also bulb onions. Then I have a lot of lettuce here. So these are little gem lettuces, and it's a type of romaine. It says excellent flavor, superb heat tolerance, and I believe this was one that I was hoping to plant in the later spring, just to kind of cover area in our garden to prevent weeds from growing, and like interplant these between other things. And since it's heat tolerant, I'll harvest it in the late spring, early summer is the goal. Then butter crunch. I buy so much butter crunch lettuce. Whenever I'm wanting salad at the store, it's always butter crunch. So I got some for our garden, so I hopefully will not have to buy it at the store anymore, and I will know where it's coming from. Then I have oregano, once again for the pasta sauce and pizza sauce. This is wild za'atar oregano. Then I've heard so many good things about this type of lettuce. It's Rocky Top salad blend lettuce. It seems to be very prolific, and you can cut it and it will regrow itself. And just the flavor I've heard is very, very good. And it says it also has some non-listed rare varieties in it, which is kind of interesting. So I'm excited to plant this and just have a delicious salad blend for an everyday use. Then I also got some arugula. I love arugula on pizza, and it just has a spicy flavor to it. So I'm excited to add this to salads, add this to sandwiches and other dishes, and maybe give away. I'm so excited for arugula. Then I have what type is this? Yeah, it's just then I have the Giant of Italy parsley. We're always using parsley on pretty much on most of our meals. So I've got parsley to put on our meals now that will be fresh and not store-bought. And then, once again, we have some purple basil. So hopefully I'll be able to use this kind of throughout the years. But I'll have plenty to put around in our gardens. The last package. Okay, so I am pretty sure this one actually has a bunch of the things that I bought for the season. It's the last one, which is sad, but kind of exciting because I have so many seeds. And I don't even know, I'm probably gonna have to buy some more grow lights and stuff because there's a ton of, I've got a ton of stuff to plant this year. So our first seed packet is coleus. Now we had some of this that we bought at Lowe's last year and it was so expensive, but it's such a great shade loving plant. It is an annual, so we'll have to do this year after year. This is the Rainbow Florist Strain Mix Coleus. We have a total shade garden on this side of our house, and it's always empty because it used to have hostas in it, and then the owner before us took them out, and there's just never been anything there, so it's basically been a weed haven, and I'm constantly picking weeds out of there. So I'm glad to have this to place in that garden to keep the weeds at bay. And I have balcony mix petunias. This is just like a very old heirloom petunia mix that I'm hoping to put here and there in our garden. Then I have Sweet Alyssum. It's tall white, also as sort of a ground cover cottagey garden style plant that will be going just here and there and probably in some of our pots that we plant this summer. Then I have this Portugala. It's a moss rose double flowered mix. Just these really small pretty flowers that will also go in our new beds for a pop of color. Then I have more marigolds. These are Queen Sophia. I think I accidentally bought these actually because I was only going to buy one type of marigold. This definitely makes two. So this Queen Sophia, it's a nice orange type. These are larger, I believe, than the other mix that I had. so I can probably just plant these like all around the others. And I'm really excited about these. So I got these Tequila Sunrise Snapdragons. I love snapdragons. I think they are so beautiful, and they are a perennial. I'm pretty sure they will survive in our, oh wait, no they won't. They're not frost hardy. I lied. So maybe these won't survive, but they will be very pretty just to add to that cottage garden feel throughout our landscaping. And then I always buy zinnias. They attract so many bees, and we had our garden behind our garage just planted full of them last year, and they make perfect cut flowers. They're gorgeous, so I'm excited to have some more this year. And then I did 3 types. The type I really wanted was an apricot color type, but they're all out, so it's okay. I think it was called like El Dorado mix, but it's alright. These will be absolutely gorgeous together. So first I have these polar bear zinnias. They're just these huge stark white zinnias that are, the leaves are very pretty. Then I have some Envy zinnias, which are kind of a lime green color, which I think will add just a very interesting pop of green to the garden. And then I have the Macarena, I think, zinnias, which are just red and gold zinnias. So these 3 together, I think will make a very beautiful mix in our back garden this year. And then it looks like our surprise one is cinnamon basil. So more basil. They don't have a picture of it, so I don't know what it'll be like. It'll be a complete mystery until it pops out of the ground, I guess. But yeah, so I'm excited to have this too. I love surprises. Alrighty, I'm guessing this is like a red. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before, and it's a reddish basil, which will be really pretty with the purple and the green basil like all mixed together. I think that would be really pretty. And I think it has like a different taste to it too, if I'm remembering right from this person's description that I saw. So sweet. I'm so excited for all these seeds. Thank you for sticking with me through this super long video of me just talking about the seeds I bought. I have a lot of planting to do this year, so I hope you join me. But I will see you guys next time. Bye. Please just take a minute to look at all these seeds. Oh my gosh. So many seeds.